I'm going to show you exactly how to use your elastic to make that elastic waistband fit you perfectly. If your project needs an elasticated waistband, the key is the fit. That's what makes it work, what makes your pants stay up, stop them falling down, and makes them feel comfortable. For the wide leg trouser sewing pattern, I've included a chart, and this is the chart here for how much elastic you should cut for each size that we're making. That, of course, is general sizing. We all know it can be a bit off when it comes to individuals. There's a formula you can use to get this right, and it's really simple. All you need is some tape and your waist. Measure around your waist where your elasticated waistband is going to sit. Don't measure over your trousers like I am. I'm doing that for decency's sake. You should do it so you're nice and against your skin where the elastic waistband will actually sit. Take that measurement and take away 2 inches or 5 centimeters. Really easy. You subtract 2 inches, 5 centimeters. And then what we do is add half an inch or 1 centimeter for seam allowance. It's important though to remove that first 2 inches and then put the seam allowance back on. Your seam allowance might be different, so it's better to take off 2 inches, 5 centimeters, and then put on whatever your seam allowance is. Before you cut the elastic, pick the elastic up, measure out what you found on your tape, wrap that around yourself, and hold it in place as if it's going to be secured that way. And make sure it's comfortable. If it's too tight, let it out a bit. If it's too loose, bring it in a bit. We can measure all day long, but measurements are general. You are unique, and so is your waist measurement. If you can, get your elastic and actually wrap it around. Make sure you include the overlap for your seam allowance. When you're measuring this, take an accurate measurement then. Little tip as well, making wide leg trousers, so I'm using medium, I suppose you could call it. It's all relative depending on what kind of elastic you're using, but this is an inch wide for my elastic for these wide leg trousers to make palazzo pants. You want something a bit wider to sort of sit there and hold up the big trousers, because these are wide leg trousers. So just before you cut your elastic, give yourself a measure, give yourself a test with the elastic, and make sure your waistband is the right size for you. So what we do, just attach the safety pin to the end like that, and then we feed it through with our thumb. Because you can always catch the safety pin here, you can feed it quite easily through the waistband. Shuffle forward and I gather it up and then pull it back, and this is disappearing into there as we go around. Keep an eye on the other end because this is quite short compared to the entire waistband, so you don't want it to disappear completely into it. Secure both ends together and just arrange it so it's a little bit more even, the gathering all around it. Doesn't need to be that even, but just this makes it easier to handle. It's not all pulling one direction. The next thing to do is to make sure that this hasn't twisted within the waistband, and mine has around here. So you need to pick a side, hold one end flat like that, hold the other end in your hand and hold them like this, and we go around, we pull it taut, just make sure it hasn't twisted as we go around. If it has, you turn it back so it's all standing up the same way, and you're holding on to these two as you go around. You can pin them, you just have to remember that that's the top one when you get back to the other side. If you don't have a safety pin, you can tie a knot in one end and use that knot. So you could tie a knot like that in the end, use that knot to feed the whole elastic all the way through, and then just untie the knot. Or you can cut longer elastic, tie the knot, and then cut that knot off. So I'm just double checking. Right, I've got two ends here. This is all standing up. It's all correct. So I'm ready to now sew this together. What I like to do for that is go to a zigzag stitch and keep the stitch length really low. So I've got mine on 1.5, 1.4 here, but I'm going to make the stitch width nice and wide. I've got my stitch width on 5, so the same width we had when we were finishing our seams earlier. Nice and wide. The battery of my camera, of course, cut out just at that point. So I'm going to do a little example strip of what you should do. If you remember, we had this like this and the waistband is here. What we need to do is layer right side on wrong side, just for the seam allowance. Do you see like that? You can, of course, do right sides together, the inside, and then you'll have a seam allowance like this. But if you actually sort of flat fell them in a way where they're falling flat across each other like this, with a nice 1 centimetre, ½ inch seam allowance, and you would have the whole trouser here. I've just got a little bit of example for you. You want to make sure it is wrong side on right side. There isn't really a wrong side and right side with elastic, but you want it to be like this. Do you see? I've brought it up and I'm just finishing the band. That's going to be a lovely flat profile within your waistband when you get around to attaching it. So I've got a lovely wide zigzag stitch like I said before. And then turn it around and come back. You can also back tack on yourself to make it as strong as possible. So it's up to you how many passes you want to do and how strong your elastic needs to be. What we've done there is we've closed it off, and that's not coming apart. That is secure as anything. Nice and strong. I went down, turned around and came back. You can just go down and then back up. That will be just as strong as well if you can't pivot the whole piece, because that can be quite hard. I've got an example piece here. I don't have an enormous pair of palazzo trousers at the other end of this, so you can just go up and then back tack back. That's absolutely fine. The key here is just to make this a really strong seal. You can also come up with a normal stitch and do what we would do if we were, say, attaching a handle to a tote bag. You come up, go around in a square, and then you do the cross like that. That's also really strong. But if we're using a zigzag stitch, a nice wide zigzag stitch, that's going to hold. And see the lovely flat profile we have as well. So within your waistband, that's the profile of this. Whereas if it was done with a normal seam allowance, it would come over and it would be like that. Still not too big, and if you've done it that way, that's absolutely fine. But that's the best profile. And that's how you make the little band. Sorry for that interruption. I'm pretty sure I changed cameras. So we're back to regular service after this. Now what we need to do is sew up the hole. So get the elastic out of the way, so you can do your edge stitch just like you were doing before. Now we secure that waistband in place so it won't ever twist. What you do is you come down, I'll show you here. So I've come down 1 centimetre from the top and done a line of top stitching, and I've come down 1 centimetre from the bottom and done a line of top stitching all the way around like that. 1, it makes your whole waistband look far neater, and 2, it secures your elastic. The way of securing that elastic is to stretch this out, and you'll notice that when I was sewing it, I was stretching the waistband more than I was stretching the pant. So holding it like that, and this way the elastic is fully stretched as I go across it, just with a regular normal stitch. Dum, 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 dum. And so then afterwards, it goes back into shape like that. So you don't need a stretch stitch because you have this fully extended to the full capacity of its stretch and the elastic stretch, and you do a straight stitch along it, and afterwards it contracts. So it's never really going past its full strength as the straight stitch. And then we'll give that a really good press because this has all been stretched a bit, but that's okay because it secures this and makes it really beautiful along that top of the waistband. Gives you that lovely flat profile and keeps it secure. That is the key. I'm Alex and I love to sew. If you like to sew, then follow along for more tips just like this.